ब्रेक के बाद एक बार फिर आप सभी का बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। मैं हूं पीयूष श्रीवास्तव और आप देख रहे हैं IndiaMART Emerging Business Forum सीजन 2 और आज हम हैं हैदराबाद पे, जहां हम बात कर रहे हैं कि किस तरह से बिजनेस में कुछ नया करके आप अपने बिजनेस को नई ऊंचाई तक पहुंचा सकते हैं। अब तक हमने बात की फाइनेंस की और अब हम बात करेंगे कि आखिर बिजनेस के लिए मार्केटिंग और इनोवेशन कितना ज्यादा जरूरी है। मिस्टर पार्थसारथी, do you agree with BSE SME platform is there? So at least it will address one of the biggest problems of SME. You agree with that?
One of the most important requirements that we have in this country is provide some kind of a liquidity, provide ways and means of raising capital, equity for SMEs. And I think the biggest challenge for the SMEs not being able to raise appropriate loans or debt in equal measure is simply because of the fact that they are not capitalized properly. They're too very small. Now it is going to be it has a multiplier effect. If you're an SME, you have limited resources, number one. The second important thing is that a listed company or a company where there are multiple shareholders obviously has a greater accountability. So when there is greater accountability, the entrepreneur, that is who's running the SME, also feels responsible, and there is greater comfort not only with the bankers but also with his customers or suppliers that this SME is a listed entity and therefore it has got multiple responsibilities and it is likely to do well vis-a-vis an unlisted. The third and the biggest challenge that we find in SMEs is their inability to get good people. If they don't prepare a good business plan, it's because they can't hire a good person, a good professional to prepare a good business plan. If they can't forecast their growth, or if they can't plan their growth, it is because he is a technocrat and he hasn't ever found out how to plan for the future, because he was restricted only in developing a product, not how to market it. I think one of the advantages that an SME provides, and this is something that is not being highlighted even by the SME exchanges, it provides an opportunity for an SME entrepreneur to give equity to his employees and therefore provide an opportunity for them also to grow.
Here comes the mindset. Mr. Parthasarathy, agree with me or not? I want to bring Mr. Arun Tyagi here. Arun, in your day-to-day life, you interact many SMEs. As we were just talking about the finance, what are the alternate sources you think are available which can, differentiate an entrepreneur?
I like to endorse what Rajiv was saying. Differentiation is a must if you want to win in this crowded place, and it's a must if you want to have a competitive advantage. And the biggest gap that I see is that we don't market ourselves properly when it comes to SMEs particularly. So the idea is to take or to understand your USPs first and take it to the target audience that you have.
Definitely, marketing, promotion, these are very, very important characteristics. When we're talking about the finance, Mr. Mishra, I want to ask you this. It's really very, very important for any entrepreneur to manage their cash flows. How? What kind of different mechanism they can implement in their companies to manage their cash flows?
Channel financing is one product which when you are supplying to your principal, who could be OEM, you can based on their guarantee or their some obligation, we do finance the small scale suppliers also to them. So that way your fund cash flow remains uninterrupted. Leased financing is also there. Factoring also is there. Factoring, check discounting, bill discounting. All kinds of facilities are there.
What are the different mechanisms there to manage the cash flow of the company?
I think in today's market environment, managing cash flow is quite difficult. I think all SMEs across India are facing cash flow problems. Money doesn't come because the market is highly competitive, and hook or crook, we have to sell the product. Once you sell the product on credit, the money takes its own time. Even government sale is taking a long time to realize the money. So whatever mechanisms you have financially in today's market, I don't know how many of the people here agree with me, I think is a very big challenge today. I think one of the proposals which we have given to the government, which we have been working for last 7-8 months, is on the delayed payments.
Okay.
Because as per the Act 2006 Act, there is a provision that any payment beyond 45 days, the interest has to be paid on that. But nothing is happening, and a lot of issues have been going to the facilitation centers, and ultimately it is becoming a dispute. But delayed payment is a major issue today.
No, obviously you cannot directly go head on with the customers or maybe the OEMs. Mr. Rajiv, I want to bring you here.
Just a couple of things. I also hear, and we all know that CRR also has further come down by 0.75%, infusing something like 48,000 crore rupees. So I believe some liquidity would improve. But March is a tough time because of taxes and a lot of payments, statutory payments that we need to make. There's one tip which I would like to share with every SME, and this applies to me and to everyone. Often we divert or utilize our working capital to buy fixed assets. You want to buy a computer, you want to add some furniture to your office, or you want to add some machine. Any unplanned expenditure normally is met out of our resources, that is the CC limit or OD limit. And the liquid money, which as it is very scarce, we use that to buy fixed assets. And even profitable SMEs become perennially anemic. So my suggestion is that this fiscal discipline needs to be maintained in every SME, particularly with the precious little working capital that is with every SME. Please value that, and just the number of times you can rotate your working capital during a year, it actually would define how much cash accruals you will make towards the end of the year.
Mr. Mishra, how often such kind of cases come in front of you?
Quite often. When we do keep educating our clients not to indulge any kind of diversion of funds, so the diversion of short-term funds to long-term use, constantly we drive home this point, and they do accept also. Not many cases of that.
Now coming back to the point, Arun, one of the major issue is to promote the business, whether you are a manufacturer or a supplier, or you're manufacturing for someone else, or you're manufacturing your own product, you have your own brand. Promotion of business is very, very important. What are the methods available today?
I have only one solution to this thing, that is internet. Internet has been a game changer for SMEs. It has provided a borderless world or borderless access to markets all across the world for SMEs from anywhere to anywhere. So I just like to use this platform and appeal to all of you that internet is working wonders for SMEs, and please do use internet for your business benefits. It has become kind of a new channel of sales for your business. Internet is working wonderfully for SMEs, and you must use it for your business.
The biggest problem with any SME who want to get themselves on SME stock exchange is, look, if a large company which has a turnover of 200, 300 crore or maybe 2,000, 5,000 crore coming on Bombay Stock Exchange, so obviously they have many means to promote themselves. They can display a marketing budget of 100 crore or something. But when an SME with a turnover of 10 crore, 20 crore is coming on a platform, then how they will market themselves? Because that would be the biggest challenge.
There are some very cost effective. I feel three things are very important which can be done very cost effectively for the SMEs. One is brand building. Second thing is actually marketing, low cost marketing. Like to what Arun has said, I would like to compliment it. I mean, like, in marketing, they can go for cost effective, like online, not only emails, even videos, YouTubes, even they can even B2B, B2C, creating in multimedia modules and putting, and web portals. So these are some of the very cost-effective means that have emerged by which SMEs will be able to effectively market. And third thing which can be done very cost-effectively is customer focus.
Rajiv, do you agree that most of the SMEs fail to take that?
I disagree. The very fact that most of the SMEs are in business, and you have the figures, the number of SMEs we have, how can one leave customer focus? It is actually the customer who's buying our products. We may make mistakes. Sometimes we do lose control over our quality or service areas. But I think these are the issues constantly driven into our systems by the customer requirements, and increasingly SMEs which are making their presence felt not only in India but across globe understand that we need to be customer driven. We have to deliver the right quality every time, at the right price every time, at the right place at the right time. None of these issues, performance, unless there is performance, how can brand building even be thought of? So I would not say most of the SMEs lack it. I would believe that most of the SMEs want to do it. It is sometimes otherwise that some other constraints draw too much of attention and the focus is lost.